because they're lonely. They cheat because they have been sexually frustrated for so many years. They cheat because they are resentful. They cheat for vengeance and vindictiveness. They cheat because they need to constantly be affirmed by anybody that can make them feel better about themselves. They cheat for a host of reasons that have to do with conflict and discontent and disconnection in their relationship. But they also sometimes have affairs that have nothing to do with the relationship. And that's what was one of the big discoveries for me in the book. It was that sometimes that affairs happen in happy couples too. And that sometimes it's not that you want to leave the person that you are with as much as you want to leave the person that you have yourself become. And it's not that you want to meet another person as much as you want to meet another self or other parts of yourself that have disappeared in your life. And that at the heart of affairs, you find betrayal and duplicity and lying and cheating. But at the heart of affairs, you also find longing and loss and yearning. And the word that I heard the most, and this brings us right back to the beginning of our conversation, all over the world, I've gone to 22 countries on this one, is that when people would describe their affairs, they would say, they talked, I'm not talking about paid sex, every night sex, I'm talking about affairs and, you know, in a more meaningful sense. But people really talked about the fact that they felt alive. So affairs are erotic plots. They're not just about sex, actually. They're about feeling alive and reconnecting with an essence of something for many people. But there are many different stories around affairs. For most of history, men have basically had a license to cheat. And it was explained that they are more nomadic and roamers and conquistadors, and that they are more quickly bored and they are in need of novelty. I mean, basically, we gave them all kinds of justifications to explain, you know, and to rationalize why it happens to them and not to women, when in fact it didn't happen to women because the consequences were far more dire on women than on men.